Hi, I'm Mark and I'm passionate about English. This is mini lesson number 8 and you can find it on YouTube, Facebook and from my website passionateboutenglish.com. Okay, nothing funny today, no wig, no funny t-shirt, no animals, so just an ordinary shirt. Okay, but the reason I am trying to do different things in the video is really to make it a little bit more interesting for you and for me, and to encourage you to share the videos. Okay, learning English can be fun. It doesn't have to be so serious. The more you can enjoy learning something, the more you will probably learn from it. Okay, let's jump straight in to the lesson. Maybe I explained that before. Jump in means let's just do it. Okay, so let me get my little glass of idioms. I'm going to have to start putting some more in soon. Okay, so I've got one. Okay. Alright, so this idiom is I haven't got a clue. Or you could also say I haven't got the foggiest. Okay, so if someone asks you a question, I'm trying to think of a question now. Who was the 22nd Prime Minister of Britain? Not many people will know this, so you could say, I don't know, I haven't got a clue, or I have no idea. It basically means I just don't know. And I haven't got the foggiest means the same thing. Fog is sometimes you can see, or you can't see actually, because the air is quite dense with water vapor, so your vision you can't see so far, and it often happens maybe when you are driving and you can't see so far ahead of you because of the fog, or also the mist. And fog and mist are slightly different, but I'm not going to explain that now. So I haven't got a clue, I haven't got the foggiest. Okay, again, very useful idiom if someone asks you a question and you really have no idea, you absolutely don't know the answer to their question. Alright, let's have a look at a phrasal verb. Okay, so the phrasal verb today, is keep up with. Okay, again, very useful. I'm only putting useful idioms, phrasal verbs and collocations in my little glasses. So if you, let's use me as an example. Are you keeping up with these lessons? Are you following these lessons? Are they too difficult for you? To keep up with means to understand and to not fall behind. That is another phrasal verb. So it's not too easy and it's not too difficult. So you are managing to understand, to follow, etc. So to keep up with my lessons. It can also mean actually that because I'm doing a lesson every day, maybe you're very busy and you don't have time to watch the lesson every day. So keep up with means to do something on schedule or at the right time. So to keep up with my lessons would mean to have watched all the lessons. Okay, that's your phrasal verb. As always, I would recommend checking the idiom, the phrasal verb and the collocation in a dictionary or on the internet, just so you become a little bit more familiar, you understand. I don't want to say too much because the video would be too long. But it's just to give you some idea of what these things mean, and if you can look them up and maybe remember what I've said, it's going to sink in a lot more easily. I think I explained sink in a previous mini lesson. Okay, the collocation is, a heated conversation. Okay, if your room is heated, it means it's warm. You've put the boiler on or the radiators on, and the room is warm. Okay, and conversation, of course, you know. So a heated conversation means it's not very easy. You're probably arguing or discussing things very strongly. And of course, very often we have a heated conversation about politics, or about climate change, or something that the two people, or could be more than two people of course, don't agree on. So one person is saying one thing, the other person is saying another thing, and it's a discussion, but because they don't agree, it's quite a strong discussion. It could be an argument, but it's more a strong discussion. So we call that a heated argument. Okay, time for a joke or two. I'm going to try and not do too many jokes, because the jokes are actually taking quite a long time in these mini videos, and I don't want to make the mini videos too long. Okay, but let's have a look at my book and open the page, open the book and find some joke. I think I'll have to take my glasses off here, and I keep saying that, so take my glasses off. Obviously the more I repeat this, the more it will sink in, and hopefully you'll start using these more often. But also remember that it's not just about learning these idioms, phrasal verbs, collocations to use. That would be great, but my hope is that they become more and more recognizable. So when you hear them, you understand them much more easily or quickly. Okay, so this is to do with drink. And when we say drink in English, it often means to do with drinking alcohol. So this is to do with drink and drinking. So the first joke is, a fish walks into a bar. The bartender says, "What do you want?" And the fish croaks, "Water." Alright, so I think this is kind of a little bit of an old joke. So, of course, a fish doesn't usually walk into a bar, but it's a joke. And the bartender means the barman or the bar girl, the bar woman, says, "What do you want?" And the fish croaks. Croak is to say something with difficulty. So he doesn't say water, he goes, "Water." Of course, because a fish needs to be in water. That's where fish live. So a fish walks into a bar means he's out of the water. So he's saying, "Please give me water, I need water, I'm a fish." It's an old joke, but I think it's quite funny. Okay, and another one. This is also a very kind of old joke, which if you told it to a British person, I'd say, "Oh God, I've heard that before." Alright, a horse walks into a bar and orders a drink. The bartender says, "Why the long face?" Okay, so this is a joke based around an idiom. If you have a long face, it means you look unhappy or you look sad for some reason. Now, horses, of course, have long faces. They're not round, they're not kind of square, they're quite long. So the bartender is saying, "Why the long face? Why are you unhappy?" But of course, horses always have long faces. It's a good joke, but as I say, probably many British people at least have heard this joke before. Okay, so just two short jokes today. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Please check out passionateaboutenglish.com for more information about my courses starting in September. They're going to be full of all kinds of things: idioms, phrasal verbs, collocations, but also interviews, pronunciation, tips on learning English, and so much more. And they will be about 3 hours, but you can watch them in little sections like you're watching these mini lessons, and they'll be sent to you weekly, so you can watch them. And of course you can watch each section as many times as you like. If you attend a language school or an English class in your country, after the lesson's gone. Maybe you took some notes, but the lesson is finished and you'll never have that lesson again. But with these video lessons, you can watch as many times as you like, and each time you watch them, I guess you will understand more easily. Okay, thank you very thank you very much, and listen out for the bass riff coming up after this to give you a chance to win my first 3-month course for free. All right, thank you very much indeed. Bye. Okay, so here we go with the bass riff for today's lesson. Before I start, I just wanted to say a big thank you to a guy called Paul Wolfe in London. Some years ago, I came across his website, www.howtoplaybass.com, and like I'm going to do in September, a weekly lesson. And each week he would send me the password and I could download the video, the PDF, and some backing tracks, and I found it very, very useful. And as I've said before, of course, if you have a bass lesson with somebody, when the lesson's over, it's over. But with the internet lesson, I could just watch it as many times as I liked and do it in my own way. So thank you, Paul, at howtoplaybass.com. Okay, so today's bass riff is very easy. It's only 2 notes, and I'll just turn the volume up, and here we go. Okay, so that's hopefully instantly recognizable. There's a collocation. In this case, it's not just one artist, it's a solo artist and a group who performed the song that this bass riff is taken from. Okay, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next lesson.